Passage 18, the Alpha Draconic Conspiracy. Other extraterrestrial races, along with the sons of the nebula, began sabotaging the perfect human creation and injected nebula components into cell walls. They embedded deoxyribose into the DNA and ribose into the RNA. As a result, the structure of the sugar molecules in their nucleotides and nucleic acid changed. Humans began to show modifications in their nitrogen bases. The adenine started to behave differently due to the dark virus cells. They began to breathe at a different pace. The cytosine started to form groups of only 3 hydrogen molecules. We will explain the whole process succinctly to not bore you with complicated chemistry. The children of the nebula, in conjunction with the low-light beings from Polaris and other humanoids of Alpha Draconis, injected a virulent darkness into human DNA and RNA. This virus was immune to light and dissolved the foundation of the living human beings and their 49 corporal levels, leaving only 3: physical, astral, or subtle. The day that the virulent injection occurred, the children of the nebula deceived and enslaved many beings in the physical and astral realms of eternal consciousness. They targeted first the low-light beings who, due to their ambition and vanity, were tempted with power and thus made a pact to keep their brilliance and to become the masters of the humans. This was a terrible day for them, since they transformed into luminiferous beings with no light of their own. Now they are just like the moon, only capable of reflecting light. Although we do not know for sure, we believe that they were promised lordship and godly rule over the earth. What they do not understand is that great suffering lies ahead for them. Not because they will be punished by the source of radiant essence, but because the darkness will embrace their minds and hurl them into a whirlwind of oblivion, where they will lose the memory of their eternal self. The spawn of darkness also used the 3-dimensional Alpha Draconians to implement changes in the human physical body. The Alpha Draconians are servants of the shadows. Their hearts have been tainted by the darkness for eons. They are slaves that enslave and enjoy causing human suffering and instilling terror. Since they possess psychic powers, physical force, and intelligence superior to that of terrestrial creatures, they have a great advantage. If you are unfortunate enough as to run into one of them, just run in the opposite direction and shout out loud the names of Michael, Annabelle, Ziabiel, Naviel, Yoriel, Adritmiel, Gabriel, and Sabael, and we will certainly protect you. Humans have also been modified by another race that comes from the parallel universe. They are from the Z Reticulus constellation. They have another agenda and do not spend all their time working with the children of darkness, as they have understood that doing so would mean perpetual slavery. They sometimes affect the human race positively and sometimes negatively. The Z Reticulus often need DNA samples to clone themselves and perpetuate their existence, since their own DNA cannot sustain their race. Most of the Z Reticulus are potential enemies who are interested in that which encapsulates the human essence, what you would call the soul. They believe they can empty this ethereal and crystalline capsule, as was explained previously, using electroacoustic and electromagnetic frequencies. These beings want to immortalize themselves and access higher dimensions, but they are like a dream within a dream, and therefore cannot transcend the 9 dimensions. Peace be with you.